What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. Gonna run as many missions as I can fit in about an hour and change here. We're gonna start by grabbing the dialogue for breaking someone out of a D-Cartel cell. One of my agents has been captured and is rotting in a D-Cartel cell. Just need you to bust this prisoner out. It's not the place I want people to be. My agent Tanya got bagged by some D-Cartel snatchers. Okay, we can help her. The thing is, they haven't taken her in yet, though. They're bringing someone to make her talk before they hand her over. She's in a temporary prison for the moment, so you could maybe still hit it. Alright, there's a shot. We have a prisoner breakout job. From memory, I don't recall ever doing one of these. That said, I vaguely recall seeing that dialogue before, so maybe I have done one and I've simply forgotten. Either way, if I run one more mission, my power level takes over to getting PL9 enemies, so I'm going to use this time to grab all these new missions, so that they're not at a higher level yet, and then we'll run them at the times that make sense. He's holding an E-rifle for me. However, the problem is, he doesn't have them yet. They're stuck in the docks somewhere. And then, you know, then he could sell them back. Now, he will, to be fair, pay us for the job itself. Actually, it's a decent amount of money here. That said, it's not as much as the prison break, but it is some money. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is a, I would argue, pretty low-value mission, but it is unique. This only ever comes around once per playthrough, so, you know, it's fine. And as far as this is concerned, of course, we got a prison break on a relatively large map, and second level 4 is going to be tough, so you never know. This is also a pretty large map, but also means we're probably going to run Librarian in that mission itself. Check one thing real quick, which is how close he is to leveling up. I checked and all my combatants aren't close, but I didn't check him. Yeah, he's not close either. Okay. There's one more thing to grab. This one's not as important. The breakpoint, I believe, for the next power level for the Matrix host is pretty far away. This one's not as big of a rush. And Matrix file hunts are the worst mission type in the game, as far as I'm concerned, so leaving this on red should block anything else from generating a Matrix file hunt, so I'm going to leave this here. Anyway, what it comes down to is, I think we let him just leave the trainer. And the goal is basically, I guess we're going to just hire the Scourge, and he's going to take some of the profits from our next mission. That's fine. But the goal is to run this mission as close to 0 days as possible to hope to see if we can maybe get another proc shot on offer. Probably not based on this being where it is now. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to, I take it back. I'm being silly. We're going to run Dead Drop with my Wire Ghost still in the trainer here. Have a little quick dialogue here. Go fight the Fenian. Got it. There's not going to be anything special. It's got to be pure combat. This is going to be not quite the team. It's going to be this as the team. Sorry for not messing around with my gear in time, but I haven't done that. I'm going to need to buy some smoke grenades yet again. Smoke update has not come out yet. Hopefully it comes out relatively soon. I'm going to have you drop your first aid kit for... Actually, I think you can just rock a nano stim kit and it's fine. You're just going to have a bunch of AP for this mission. It's a pretty good time for it, to be honest. First aid and smoke for you seems okay. Let's drop the silencer off your pistol for good reason. Don't need a silencer for... Just checking that I have no other weapon mods. I, in fact, don't. You're obviously not going to do much of anything here, so I'm going to have you drop all this stuff off. Scourge isn't going. My soldier, we can drop this guy and actually have him run the revolver. I think that should be pretty reasonable, and we'll give you... Honestly, minus recoil seems decent enough here. Caltraxia can be fine as well. I'll probably give that to the Cyber Sword. You can have Caltraxia and a smoke grenade. And again, I think I'm going to give you early initiative tools here. And I'm thinking, as I look at who my crew is going to be, you have the railgun, which makes sense. That's all going to look fine here, and this is the best option you have, yes. The rest of these also make sense. Yes, they do. Okay, so you're in a good spot here. So yeah, you have AR pistol, you have shotgun and sword, which actually makes sense and is reasonable. I'm going to give my Cyber Sword an E-rifle. We can give it a couple of extra little adjacent pieces as well to slightly power it up. But this is going to be my team for the fight. We have a mix of combat drugs and smokes, and my Cyber Knight has a first aid kit, and I think we'll be strong enough. We'll see how it goes. These are never the easiest, to be honest, but I'm decently high level. I have a decent number of tools here, so feeling hopeful. let's go. We'll run this. And then hopefully can fit in the prison break afterward. They are here. We've got both E-rifles in hand, but they're biochipped, so we can't use them. And so here come the spawns. There's group 1. Here's group 2. I believe there's 3 or 4 groups that spawn at the beginning. Here's group 3. And there is indeed a 4th group hiding behind a wall. Fair enough. Alright, well, some of the tough stuff is... Okay, so let's see. Let's get a stack of things. So, you're melee, you have an SMG, and you're tanky, so... Not likely to kill you guys first, as you're not yet in range. I mean, right now you're 36 meters out. Your SMG probably has, I'm going to guess, around, like, 16 meters of range. So, you know, spending 5 AP to get 20 closer and then having 1 shot, I mean, that's something, but I can kind of hide from you. This group, a little bit more threatening in that this guy has combat drugs. You've got an SMG, and, I mean, that's a little bit whatever, but still want to get rid of you. This crew here has a sword, and again, it's a captain who's, well, only 27 meters away. You can definitely get line of sight on me. And then exactly the same crew over here. So we have 2 squishy groups on the far sides that'll be a little bit tough to separate out, especially considering I really can't get both of you in line of sight. Getting you two isn't as bad, but it's still a little awkward. And the tough thing is, it's like, I can't exactly hide... Well, if I'm there, I actually hide from them pretty nicely. 19 meters, he's going to have a hard time getting all the way up and getting an attack, and there's no way you can. I'll be worried about the initiative rolls actually being good, but as far as starting things out, this is going to be decent. If I... Let's see, if I do a yield delay, I go to 20. If I do a delay yield, I go to 15. Okay. So if I go here, then delay, then yield, Accountant can drop marker sites before I fight. And that way I can have a bunch of bonus hit chance and crit chance on these guys. If we're all back here behind this, no crews can hit me except these guys. And so I'm kind of tempted. And they can all yield down to 1. And you would yield down to 6. And I would yield down to 15 and then 5. I should be able to get my entire team to a spot where... We're all hiding right around here. No one can shoot us without coming all the way up. Got to be pretty far up in some of these cases. And we can let these guys get a little bit closer and get better shots at it. Because running out to get line of sight on them seems worse. Alright, so... I'm going to walk out. I'm going to delay to 18. These guys can safely delay to 11, and it's not a big deal. Remake can yield to 15. Accountant can marker sights this group. My railgun shots would go... I don't even really mind railgunning you. The problem is... I'm still a little concerned about you actually getting something meaningful against me. I am tempted to marker sights this, and then just set up an overwatch on you. I don't think you guys can reach me, and I don't think you can get line of sight without going all the way upstairs. That's going to cost you... Let's see, that's going to be at 14 meters away. So you'd spend 60 meters standing here, and then you would have line of sight on me. But you'd have to go around to get there, so you're at least spending 5 AP, maybe even 6. Not that worried. I'm pretty tempted to just shoot this guy and get rid of one of them. It allows me to shoot twice the same turn, which is pretty valuable. I'm going to start with this, and I'll think a little bit more about it afterwards if I want to do something like Iron Grip Overwatch or not. Let's start here. Actually, I think I want to marker sights this group as well, just to knock them off. Also, there's a really good chance I print 1 AP through recoup, and a good chance I get a kill via... Yeah, so 32 crit chance here. I get 2 shots at it. Guaranteed hits. First shot crits, not quite a kill, but it gave me the 1 AP from recoup. Down you go. Now I have Savagery on. If I go to here, I feel pretty safe. Well, I'm just going to short yield and have Remake go for these guys. We'll see how well we do. It's not guaranteed kills unless I crit, although 50% crit chance means I'm likely to crit. This should trigger Downer. And if I don't crit any of this, it's wild. Yep, there we go. Okay, so your turn is done. These guys will be easily killed by someone else on my team. Actually, wow. If I look ahead, you go down to 0 initiative and your turn ends. But you would still have an action, so someone's got to clean this up anyway. Someone's got to go up and, like... Either, like, you might have to go E-Rifle or something. Who knows, but they're easily hit. They have a lot of evasion debuffs on them. I feel pretty safe where I'm standing, but I do want to drop this here to drop their initiative by 2. Also, I did take the move speed Malice. I forgot I grabbed this, but these guys are basically not going to reach me here with 30% less move speed. So these guys are out for this turn. I'm tempted to... I can't catch them. It's not worth throwing it down before they declare their actions because it doesn't, like, update their movement dynamically. So I think Accountant is going to be quite safe from these guys. Quite safe from these two, but the problem is their initiative... Well, he's going to be stuck at initiative 12, which might be fine, but I think we just put you in hard cover. I have a lot of recoil, right? I have 35, so I'm going to go ahead and drop 12 of that. Now I have 23 recoil. And who's going to do what? You go at 9, you go at 8. You're going at 11, so you're going next, actually. I'm going to go ahead and say, if you try walking out, I'll get you. I think there's a good chance I will. Let's do that. Alright, these guys need to be killed. And I really can't... Well, I could burn Nano Stim Kit. I should be able to yield to Roots here. And I'm not sure if Roots can actually make the gap close, but we're going to find out. So you can Caltraxia. This will not give you move speed, though. And I don't think that is going to get me a Slash Slide. It will not. Okay, so my play kind of has to be... Oh, okay, no. Sorry, that's in range. My actual weapon range, by the way, is only 14. I'm not too worried about this guy coming around and catching me, although it is possible, of course. But if I go to here... If I go to here, you're at 18 meters, you're at 20 meters away. That's minus 36 to hit, which really kind of sucks. Well, I do not like that at all. I think I need to really optimize for just getting the shot off at all. And hoping you're not good enough. I don't love that. I really, really don't. But this is the state I'm in where I don't have enough ranged weaponry. But it's telling me I have both them in line of sight. The chance hit should be very high here. But I only shoot, like... I shoot 3 bullets only. So, I really need these to all hit. So I can't even... I'm not even really allowed to risk having low accuracy on some of these. So, thankfully, we get guaranteed glancing hits. You have 98 health. You have 38 health. So I think a single glancing hit would kill Ro every time. We just simply full auto you with this. We have, again, a million accuracy debuffs here. Not surprised that I crit. You're out there. Yeah, I mean, you can get here and shoot at me. The nice thing is at least your move speed is slowed, so you don't get that far that fast. But you're still, you know, quite potentially a threat. Your turn to walk up. Do I railgun you? It lands. It shreds. Anarchist is not allowed to wait. This guy's at 17. If I go here, I can Crimson Vector into range, then claw at you. That seems pretty decent, to be honest. And I'm trusting these guys aren't a real threat. I mean, I can't threaten them in any meaningful way here. If I went to here, I wouldn't even be in Crimson Vector range, so yeah. Might as well use Crimson Vector. Why not? It's a free hit. I don't see a downside to using that button. I'm clearly going to be in range. Not bad. And then let's go ahead and Handblades you. 1 or 2 will kill. First one kills. Great. Having 3 initiative means I can delay. Let's go see how it goes. You're flanking. You should be out of AP. Yeah, this Urban Assault costs at least 2. Yours only costs 1 to shoot. You might be in range to shoot at somebody. Nope. Alright, Moment of Truth. Okay, you went that way. I don't think you can shoot. Oh, no, you can. She should be in cover, though. And then you, I believe, can't reach with minus 30 move speed. Wow, you really don't go far at all. Oh my word. They're so useless. I love it. Alright, so now some metagame knowledge is I know that they're going to come from a bunch of random spawns. Like, basically any stairs up can count. Like, they can spawn here, they can spawn here, they can spawn there. Any of these doors can count. Any of these doors can count. This can count. I mean, we already saw spawns there, for example. But yeah, this counts. So I'm trying to think where can I be most useful. And I actually want to kind of separate out where everyone is. So I'm going to kind of be on this side of the map. And just if there spawns down here, anarchists can jump them. And I think it's going to work out okay. There's always a chance it doesn't, but that's what I believe. Alright, well, first turn done. Are the reinforcements on turn 2? Yes. Okay, they're back here. I don't remember that one being a... No, I guess that makes sense. Okay, sure. Actually, that one feels like a spawn out of the ether. I want to report this one as a spawn that I don't agree with. Yeah. Non-diegetic spawn in dead drop hit. This spawn here has no in-world explanation for where they came from. I think it'd be better if they always came from an elevator or doors, etc. They're too far from, like, that door for it to count, you know? Alright. Anyway, those guys are thankfully not able to easily hit much of my team. I think they could catch up to Remake without much difficulty. Okay, the lineup here isn't the best. I mean, you're pretty real also, I gotta keep that in mind. You rolled a 20, and I believe you count as hard cover. I also don't have direct line of sight on you at all. I can't shoot this guy. Sorry for the cough. Let's see. How do I want to manage all this? Well, I'd have to go pretty far to get line of sight on this guy. I would be able to trigger downer if it worked, but I'm really worried about these guys being scary. I can drop you to 14, but no one else is stopping you. I believe I have Overwatch still on Accountant. He does. That's something at least. My War Machine really has nothing to do right now. I mean, if she runs this way, it's safe for me. Alright, I'm a little surrounded. I don't want to have to use smoke if I can help it, but I might need to. Right now we're spread out, though, so I also have to kind of move people around. You rolled really well. You're a little bit far, but you can for sure get here and shoot at me. Slowing your move speed by 30% would help you be useless, because you would probably only get to around here. And that's not going to be a good enough attack. Like, that's 20 meters away, so you would have nothing. You'd be able to fight, but I could at least shoot at you. It's actually a pretty good set of shots. Problem is I'm still worried about all these guys, and with you being melee, I can't just smoke and, you know, automatically win. I'm pretty tempted to go full auto here, get a lot of damage, interference spike you, just so you can't shoot my teammates in the back, because, well, if she's here, he'd have to, like, walk pretty far to get line of sight. Like, if Remake gets safe, like, if she hides, I don't know, here or something, right? That's a little dangerous with that guy, but I'm actually pretty sure that's fine. I'm pretty sure you'd take too much, but I could, like, you know, go to here, and that's, well, be open to this guy. This might still be the spot. Anyway, what I'm trying to find out, and then these guys are close by as well, is if I shoot at this crew, which I want to do, and then I interference spike you, so you got out of 14, it gives me space to clear out and get into a good position, or a good set of positions. Probably if Anarchists dive these guys, to be honest. And then I would... Yeah, I mean, partially is like, I actually want Accountant and Anarchist to try to kill these guys. Anarchist is pretty far away, but I think she can make it. Accountant would have to move a little bit to get line of sight, but he could get something done. And if I do get a kill here, then we have the value of Steamroll, making it even easier for people. So I'm pretty tempted to say... I mean, the odds of me killing here are not high, is the thing. It's really, really, really unlikely. I have to crit pretty much both shots. But I think this is still my best use of action points. I'm going to go for this. Crit means... Oh, I actually crit her and she died. That's huge. Okay, that's actually pretty massive. If I do this, I have no AP but some move points, and that's a little scary. But I already triggered Steamroll. So now that my team has Steamroll, we have a much better chance of doing whatever we want. This guy should still be killed. And I'm still worried about you being a real threat. Someone's got to handle this, which means, like, I could, you know, hope that, like, my pistol coin flips go well, or that my assault rifle coin flip goes well. But I still think I did interference spike you. You're going too early. I mean, I could have Accountant to shoot his revolver. This kill is very likely with downer on. It's going to be a pretty accurate shot. and you might have enough tools to, like, then reposition and, like, railgun these guys, that's probably okay-ish. Obviously don't want to waste any tools on him. I am not sure I need to look ahead those guys either. If I go here, I don't have line of sight on them. This is not any good. I could... This would be a little bit silly. I could full auto you. I get guaranteed glance. I have a chance to crit you. And I'd be able to walk to here for safety. I kind of don't hate that, but someone else has got to get this kill is the problem. And I'm still not dealing with the fact that you're a thorn in my side. So I do hate it for that reason. If I single target, I get a guaranteed glance, but it's not going to give me a whole lot. Sorry, jeez. I don't think I've been coughing like all day, but now it's picked up again. Man, I'm still... I can always just, like, throw smoke and run backwards. Like, Roots can solo kill Omni pretty easily, I think. But I think that's, like, not a threat at all. Let's see. Everything about my kill credit has popped already, so I don't have anything special here. Slowing their move speed is some value. We can just, like, get everyone into cover and then wait. He probably does nothing. That's actually probably a pretty good idea. Let's wait on killing these guys. Anarchist will have to do a short yield, but everyone else can simply delay past them, and that'll be okay. Okay. As I said earlier, I want to slow you down so that Roots can do her job. And then I think, honestly, I'm just going to go for... I'm going to do it with the... Is it more accurate with the pistol? 45, and if it's the assault rifle, it's 42. Yeah, I'm going to leave 2 shots in the AR so I can full auto again. I'm going to go for this shot, and I have around like a... Honestly, it's a 14% chance to crit. It's not very high. But considering Roots is going to go for this kill herself, I don't think I need to do anything too spicy running away. I'll get my guaranteed glance. Ah, it was a full hit. It's good damage. And I'm simply going to put you behind some cover, which should be relatively safe against just about everyone. So I think you're fine. Anarchist, as I mentioned, needs to short yield. I mean, if she wants to run these guys down, she could do okay at it. I could slash slide and then go for a bunch of claw attacks, but now I'm really relying on my team being useful. I mean, it's still at the end of the... It's not the worst idea. I have 3 claw attacks here. I don't have... Yeah, I'd have 1 slash slide with Silent Stalker on for the Kineticus Pure. It would not kill either one, and then I'd be very much reliant on everyone else to deal the damage. No, I should wait here. You can't reach anybody, and you're just not going to be that strong. I mean, you definitely can reach my Cyber Knight and shoot at her. Right, this is not hard for you to walk up here and then shoot once. But I think I'm going to use, like... Account might, like, go into Overwatch or something. I don't love that either. Someone's got to get this kill. I think we just YOLO it. Man, I could stim kit. It's a lot of... It costs me 2 AP. I get 2 AP back. I get a move point, which gives me a +1 to, like, use Lumen Spear. I don't love that. No. We'll deal with Sitha with a gun. It'll be fine. Okay. You're going to wait. I need to yield first. Roots' turn. This should go fine, I think. Let's see. I'm not quite in range. I have to spend a few more AP. Okay, if I spend down to 4, I can easily slash slide into range. That seems worth it to me. Then we'll let you try to do whatever. So I'm just going to kind of be in range. Slash slide saves me 1 AP, essentially. This should kill and give me Choppa. Good. Tempted to do very similar things of just getting behind some random cover and waiting. This guy needs to die still. We can do that, though. Pito should not... Pito, I don't know. I'm thinking I might need a deflection field, actually, because a count is going to get shot at. And I can't get... the leverage exactly how I want it. Yeah, I think I might just, like, literally stand right here, throw up deflection field. Because this guy's going to be able to be... Like, if this guy runs up, right? You'll have a clean shot, and I don't want that. So I'm going to run somewhere like... this. I'm not too exposed because he's just pretty far away. Then I'm going to deflection field something like this. Actually, I'm going to bring it closer so I can get around it. Like, if I deflection field here, she can walk around the field and fight that guy on a later turn. And remake should be quite safe. Okay. I'm entrusting that to be safety. You're done. Anarchist can delay here. Yep, you did nothing. That's great. Need that kill. Okay, that's outside range and obstructed, so maybe I go from here. 85 to hit seems good. Let's see. I'm just kind of curious on some of these real quick. So the base accuracy in this gun is 74. That one's 62. Yeah, so I gave this thing a bunch of accuracy with the scope and whatnot. You must die. You will always die to the shot. Bat crit. Don't have a second charge of recoup, though, so I don't get anything special out of that one. Simply standing in high-quality cover, I think, is fine. You can't reach me. I don't know if you're going left or right. But I'm going to spend my move point to be able to shoot at this guy. One thing I can, and honestly maybe will do, I think it'll be effective. Even though I don't need to overwatch you, I can't... Well, okay. This would be a little bit silly. Oh, I'm not in range. Okay, I was like, oh, red dot is -1 initiative. If I drop you by 1, you might go after Sitho, and then I can go Overwatch Cone, and then I'm guaranteed to block you off with that one. But I think realistically all I'm going to do is I'm going to Iron Grip. She's going to throw up Overwatch, and... I mean, I think if you guys run to the left, I don't care. So I'm going to aim it this way. If Luca runs left, I'm going to let her do it. If she runs right, okay, fine. I'm going to look at that. Okay, you did run right, and my Overwatch Cone does not work at all. My bad. That was entirely useless. And now his initiative is really, really low. Thankfully, this guy missed, but I didn't really read my initiative, or my, the preview very well. I probably could have and should have realized that he was, like, stepping out for this shot, and that... I don't know, something was... Yeah, this pillar's blocking a lot of line of sight, and I needed to move it around so that he stepped to the side to get this. Because, yeah, I didn't play around that at all. Remake has initiative boosting, yes, and she's going first. So I'm going to put my War Machine right here. Let her farm this kill, and then move up to there. This guy is at 20, which is scary. But I think we'll be fine. I guess if you... Yeah, I mean, there's a chance you roll too low, and even then won't have enough initiative, but... The odds of that are quite low, so I can smoke grenade at worst or something, so it'll be fine. I'm going to run you up into range, and we'll figure it out. So yeah, my min roll is something like 10. I did not roll too low. Another wave's coming up. They're over there, which is a little cramping on my style. One down there is pretty far away. I'm not as worried about that one. Alright, so Remake needs to boost Anarchist. I would like to shoot full auto at some bad guys. You're quite hard to hit with full cover here. I still don't have any other boosts back yet. These guys could reach me. You're no longer slowed by look ahead. I'm pretty sure what my play is going to be here is take this shot. It's only going to be mediocre. That'll have to do. Duck behind hard cover and let these guys run up on their own turn. Accountant, sadly, is a bit useless. It is what it is. Do I have a good use for Rewind right now? Who would get value? You wouldn't get very much, as you're going to have Redline available anyway. You're fine as well. You would get a lot of value out of Rewind. You have a lot of stuff here that I would care about. Yeah, all this stuff matters. I'm thinking, let's Rewind you. And then you'll just use your tools whenever they're available. I can pretty safely get something moderately defensive. Let's just take the shots. We'll land 1 or 2 bullets. Okay, 1 bullet. Fine. Wait, that hit twice? Okay, sure. I landed 2 bullets. Cool. My expected value was, what, 1.18 plus 0.68? Yeah, really close to 2 bullets. Just, you know, spread out randomly. As you do. This guy can definitely loop around and try to shoot me, but it's not going to be too good. Anarchist gets to go early enough to play the game. I'm thinking... I might back up and try to let this guy run through the Overwatch cone. That might not work, though. I'm also considering Silent Stalker for the first hit to do more damage. Let's take this boost for more damage on this strike here. 254 is not bad. That's going to give me... I think within 3 claw attacks I get this kill. If I don't get the kill with the blade, it's going to be really awkward. I think we go claw attacks here. And just hope I roll well enough. Come on, don't glance. Of course you glanced. Well, that sucks. I can't Crimson Vector to turn it back around, so this is going to be a crappy kill with the sword. I could throw smoke down and I'd be safe. But I also believe I can get behind hard cover and it'll be fine as well. And there is a chance Accountant can get his really crappy Overwatch cone to work. I mean, the chance is very, very low. But at least everyone else, well, you're not in good cover. But he has to get pretty close to do that. Just unfortunate all around. I'm just going to put you behind cover. You're going to be fine. Alright, go have your turn. You're shooting at really long ranges. They're not going to be accurate. Yeah, those missed. It's got to be like 15% or worse. Oh no, they're at 48. Wait, did you not count as hard cover because of the angle he's got on you? Okay, I'm really lucky actually then. I was owed 1 hit there. I did not judge the fact that this was going to not count as good cover, but I see why it wouldn't. Alright. Well, I think Roots can still wait. We can let everyone run up here. I think they're not putting me into immediate danger. You have a shot. You have a shot. Okay, shooting at her is okay. She'll be fine. Oh, you have 2 shots. Ow. Okay. Fair. My bad. This guy rolled a 14, so it's a little bit less obnoxious. I'm not in a range to mark this guy's quite. And I can't do any good yields either, unfortunately. So all I've really got here is just take 2 shots and then... Next turn, all I have is actually marker sights and reload. I guess we just shoot at you. Anarchist has better initiative, and... Roots can just straight up fight. And then throw up, like, Aegis or something. So I'm not too worried about her. I think we just take these shots and it'll look decent. I could Iron Grip for more damage. It will give me around 20-something pure damage per attack. That's something. I can't delay or yield, unfortunately. And that shot's pretty bad because you're still hard cover. At least he's late. Anarchist can run that down, I'm pretty sure. I can figure out a way to make that happen. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to early market this guy. So that Anarchist has a better chance next turn. I'm getting this back next turn anyway. I'm going to go for 2 shots on you. Good first hit. Great second hit. Gives me an AP that I can't do much with. I have this revolver that apparently I can't use. I see a 1. Oh, right, I have no AP. Of course I can't use it. I'm briefing. If I'm here, I actually feel kind of safe. I was thinking about, like, oh, can I go and put myself into Overwatch? But I don't think that's correct. If I stand here, I'm in a pretty good spot. I get to block Remake to not get shot by this guy again. Doesn't do much for me otherwise. Kind of want to spend 1 AP on lowering that guy's initiative by 1 and his evasion by 5. Got nothing else going on, so I'm just going to red dot you. Alright, do I need to go into Overwatch? No, that doesn't look correct at all. You might not roll very well on initiative. We'll see how it goes. It wasn't great. But yeah, you shouldn't have any attacks here, really. Oh! Please don't have any more AP. Okay, good. You guys should not be able to get in range here. But she took way more hits than I was expecting. That is not good, but yeah, she can't get hit yet. She doesn't have the med kits. Only the Cyber Knight does, and the Cyber Knight goes after several people. Thankfully, doesn't go after the melee characters, but yeah, she's gonna need to go throw smoke or something. This got a lot weirder than I was hoping for. She's not going to die. The bleed out is 20 health a turn. She has more than that. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure it kind of needs to throw smoke. Let's see. I could go for a single attack here, which I think is decent. Single attack plus smoke, just on myself, seems fine. Let's see. So, Anarchist is not guaranteed to win here. I get, like, one active power slice, then have almost no AP left. I really should have, in the previous turn, used the Nano Stim Kit, to be honest. That would have actually been useful. I think if you're in smoke, you don't need Caltraxia. This guy can get close, but I believe it's not going to be enough. And you're going after the Cyber Knight, who still won't have look ahead. But she can heal. So, like, you know, I walk up, I give the med kit. Like, she's not going to die. This shot seems okay. I would rather full auto, but if I do that, I can't smoke. And these people would all go before Remake does, which would not be acceptable. So I have to smoke. Like, I have no choice. I have to smoke. So I'm just going to spend 2 AP shooting. Then I'm going to smoke at my feet, basically. Give everyone else a space to play the game. Okay. A little bit of damage. Do not shoot again. You need smoke. Smoke right there seems fine. We can play around it. We can do whatever. I am at some point worried about that melee character, but it'll be okay momentarily. Yep, smoke grenade right there. Took some damage. Makes sense. More reinforcements, of course. As I said, this mission gets a little hectic, a little rough. Alright, so, yeah, I would have exactly 2 AP when I get to you. Which I think is going to be enough to play this out, but I should really just stim kit now. Like, I need the tools. Oh, one thing I probably should have done, and I'm stupid about, is actually should have put my entire team in smoke, because these guys all get to act. I can, like, you can easily run down my Cyber Knight, and I'm being really stupid. I just forgot these guys have better initiative than me. I actually might game over here. I could easily see my Knight getting killed by him having several good attacks. You know what? I've got to smoke my team for this. I have to legit just do this. I should have thrown the smoke better on the other character, but I have to do this. I need to keep my team safe. I screwed up. It's my fault. These guys are supposed to be in the smoke with roots. Alright, at least we don't die. Smoke update has not dropped yet, so... you know, no one range can attack me. You have shots on her, but she's in high cover, so I'm not too worried about it. I could have walked into the smoke. You actually hit that. Your hit chance has got to be like 12%. 19, sure. Anarchist slowing down to 9 should be fine, honestly. This guy's... I mean, he could run over there and get the shot, but I don't care. Yeah, he's going to try. This should still count as hard cover. It might not. Oh, he buffed everyone's accuracy and stuff. Everyone having 1 move point is a problem. If this person had gotten it, this would be an issue, but I think... Actually, that's close to 4 AP. That's going to be a little bit tight. Anyway, first aid kit kind of required here. Not messing around with this. Okay, no longer bleeding out. You still have the accuracy, or the evasion debuff on you, so the melee strikes are going to look really good against you. I am not sure I want to stand somewhere this open. Like, I do want to reload my gun, but there's a lot of risk associated with that. Now, I still don't have Steamroll or Downer available. So I'm pretty tempted to run myself all the way up here and just... Let's see, where can I be where I'm sure you can't hit me yet? That's really where we're on a stand, is let everyone run their turns out, know what their initiatives are, and then make a plan. Well, with my character's move speed, which is 110%, it's right about 4 AP to get in the range, so I should at least step back some. So I'm going to spend 1 AP walking backwards. I'm going to have Roots do the same thing. Delaying to 8 should be fine. Okay, Root's going to have to spend 2, it looks like. It is what it is. He's not getting a lot done this turn, but I actually am tempted to run about this close and have a decent chance at a melee strike next turn, because I'm pretty sure I'm safe standing here. Let's delay. Accountant can simply wait as well. We'll wait till they group up to figure out who I want to marker sites. I can't really yield beyond this, so yeah, I mean, we'll just see what happens. You ran farther back. I don't like that. I guess leaving her dangling out there in high cover wasn't a great idea, because they still can hit. Should have just run her into the smoke. But yeah, you should be out of AP. I was right. Alright. Well, we have one more smoke we could throw down. These also last for several more turns, but I have no melee weapons, so I can't do that much. You rolled a 22. My min roll is going to be a 14, but I can nano stim kit and min roll a 19. You still could lose, but the odds of that are much lower. Ideally, you go last if I can help it. Oh, I really just... Gosh, it's so annoying to fight these guys, because they happen to have really good initiative rolls right now, which really sucks. It makes, you know, dealing with them much harder. And the fact that I took a bunch of free damage was silly. I could have easily walked into smoke. Right, I could have spent 1 AP, not gotten shot, had all my tools available, and making mistakes. And also, we're already nearing hour, so I guess it's going to be a 1 mission episode again. It won't be 2 hours at least, that's something. Alright, what's the plan got to be? I still keep not using my nano stim kit, because it keeps not being worth printing 1 AP on a single turn. I mean, the fact that I just failed against this kill changed a lot, because I would have had 3 AP to do more stuff with. Could have stim kitted and fought this guy, probably. Okay, so let's do some actual planning here. These were popped on the same turn. I believe turn 3, so we've still got a while till they actually dissipate. I can hide them for longer. Only 2 of my characters can use them effectively. And you're not going to be in range to do anything if you're there. Although if I go here, I am in range to fight. I mean, we can just knock down the melees and then surge out from smoke. It's maybe my best option. I kind of don't want to burn Handblades if I can help it right now. But you rolled a 16, which isn't that good. But I think, yeah, let's group the team up. Let's actually sit in smoke so I stop taking free damage. Let's get a little bit of free damage here. Yeah, I can't because that's not a valid target, which makes sense. Can't shotgun. No one's valid for that either. But you should count as being in smoke and thus safe. Remake can't really do anything here. I can reload the pistol and that's it. I could step out for a shot, but that would be really unsafe. So I'm going to end my turn here as well. Okay, we are really losing to this person on initiative. Thankfully, Anarchist is better, but the rest of my team is going to have a hard time actually being useful. That is a scary thing. Decent hit there. Cool. Okay, Roots and Anarchist can get the kill in the melee. That would have been really bad if I didn't have that. Accountant can look for a couple of shots here and then step back in. So the question is, who am I trying to shoot? Not you, that's for sure. You guys are too far away. I could do nothing and reload the railgun. That is not a terrible use of this current turn when I'm stuck in smoke anyway and I'm waiting for something to do. I think I'm going to have that be the play then. I'm a little tempted to chug Cram Shot right now, and then my next several turns are more useful. Evasion and less recoil and initiative all seem moderately like good things, and so I'm going to say that's my choice here. Marker Size does not appear super useful right now, but I figure, look, I have nothing to spend my AP on realistically, so yeah, this is a good turn for taking combat drugs, and we'll just ride it out. Okay, here is, I think, the final spawn. Sniper, keep your heads down. And then these guards can move around. Coming a bit closer, but you're in full cover. You're finally walking... Well, not closer enough. I got evasion debuffed again. Who is it on? My soldier. Fair enough. Alright, Roots needs his kill. Although Anarchist would really like it so that she could trigger Red Line. I think if I don't kill on this hit, I will let Anarchist complete the job. Yeah. Okay, that's worth waiting and letting Anarchist get the kill here with Claws and then leaping out from there. I don't imagine being in a worse spot. I don't think they can boost this guy's initiative, so I think we're safe. If they can, someone's dead, but I don't believe that's possible. You can't do much. Appreciate you standing closer, though. You can't do much either. Appreciate you getting a little bit closer, though. Alright, here's my guarantee. Great. I have 1 million action points for future use. Going down to 12 isn't... Well, you're kind of useless. I don't mind going in before you. It's not the end of the world. Smokes, I believe, last for one more turn beyond this. I could... No, I think this is the last turn for the smoke, so someone's got to go highest initiative if they want to re-smoke. Okay, Soldier and CK both have smokes. And my CK does not have pre-compute, only has look ahead. Alright, this could get spicy, we'll see. Let's let these guards move around yet again. You are not getting very close. You're running away, which I dislike. Okay. I could go for... Let's see, if I'm here, you're at 37 meters, which is in range, just barely. That's hard cover. I could not marker sights you. Wow, there are some really high initiative rolls on these guys. And this guy is still just impossible to shoot at, which is very annoying. I used marker sights, then couldn't get to him. And again, smoke ends soon, so I need to, like, rush one of these squads. Probably this group. I need to rush this group. They're all the good initiative rolls. And that way I am in cover against this group. Those are the easiest ones to kill. Easiest ones to kill. So if I do something like this, you could eventually reach me, but not easily. I'd be within 35 meters, so I could maybe... That might marker sights. I can get one shot plus Overwatch, and that's probably decent. I kind of like that. And the only problem would be my initiative would be 13 for the next turn. But I think these guys all will have a hard time getting into actual attack range. So I'm going to take this risk here. Run all the way up here. I actually think, even though I could marker sights you, and it would, like, help me kill you, don't get me wrong. I really need these guys to die. So I'm marker sightsing here, so that these kills are easier. What I'm going to do now is simply shoot you once. The crit chance is almost 0. That's fine. I'm going to Iron Grip. I'm going to Overwatch you here. And even though everyone else goes before me, again, I think they're far enough away that I'm not too concerned. Could be famous last words, but I think I'll be okay. I'm going to lock you up. I think I want Remake to go as late as possible. I want my melee character to do what they can, and then she can throw smoke where needed. So Remake should go last. Let's see. If I yield to 11, she goes after Anarchist. Yeah, so I yield here, so I can go after Anarchist safely. And I can leave Anarchist up like this, so that the sniper has to act against only him. That should be fine, and we can have Roots just, like, take this fight by yourself, and that's okay. That seems reasonable to me. You move, you get stuck. You rolled, sadly, above Accountant on initiative. Yeah, you're gonna wait. Roots is gonna take her turn. It's not a particularly good turn, but that's okay. If I'm here, there's a chance that's going to work. I'm going to Caltraxia here, just so that I have some durability for in case stuff gets weird. Then I'm going to hope that this is going to let me slash slide you. It sadly did not. I don't have direct line of sight, and so it doesn't work for me. That's too bad. I think... Let's see, you rolled a 16, which is not very good. Okay, I'm going to delay then down to initiative 1. Let's see, I'm going to... If I yield or delay, neither one puts me ahead of Remake. That's too bad. Okay, I'm going to... We're going to have... Let's see. We're going to have Anarchist try to kill both these guys. I think it's actually possible. That's the more important one anyway. I can maybe send Roots out as bait at some point and use Aegis. And Remake can throw down smoke. So for now, I'm just going to delay. Anarchist is going to run out here and do her job as best she can. I can get Slash Slide on 2, which is good news. I actually am likely to double Slash Slide here. So you run up here. That's 4 AP. Slash Slide puts me easily in reach of both of them. I actually need to go past, I believe, to make sure I can get them on the way back. I believe that's how the game works with this. That should be functional. Good hit there, no crit. Good hit there, also no crit. But now you're basically guaranteed dead on the way back. If I'm right there, I'm in cover, so I don't get sniped at. That's 2 kills. Okay, yeah, of course you crit after. Anyway, that's your turn done. This guy rolled a 16, which is real, but Anarchist likely rolls above it. She didn't. That's wild. I really would like to have seen what Root's initiative roll is going to be, but I still think Anarchist can solo this guy. Let's see. And I have Downer back, so if I crit, we're actually pretty happy. So if I go here, I mean, I'd like to go here and have AP left, but I can't. If I'm here and behind this cover, I think getting sniped is... getting sniped is actually possible, so I'm going to go hug that instead, so I'm less likely to be sniped. This guy can definitely do stuff to Accountant, but it's probably okay. Just try to get my team, you know, not in a spot where we get sniped, of course. You don't have Margaret back, do you? No, you don't. Okay. But you're in hard cover, so it shouldn't be too bad. I have shots on you. I don't believe I need to smoke grenade because I can drop you to 14. Am I worried about this skipjack getting here and shooting me? That's a real possibility, to be honest, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you would easily have line of sight on me. Okay. Then I have to go something a little bit safer. If I'm down here... Actually, I might just, like, literally hug you. If I hug you, I can't get shot. Okay. If I crit, I don't need to use look ahead. Okay, I did not crit, so I'm going to look ahead so that... Actually, unless I'm guaranteed to go before you, I am not guaranteed. I'm going to look ahead. You know what I screwed up? Is I am a little snipeable there. It's not too bad, but it was a mistake. Okay, I -2 you, just so that we can make sure Anarchist goes earlier. Roots, you know, actually I don't have the Deflection Field up. I'm going to pop Aegis and be bait. I'm just going to Aegis and literally... I think if I just, like, stand here, I'm fine. You can't reach me, and you two will only get 1 AP if you do. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I could be wrong, but you have 200 health. I think standing here as bait is going to work. Accountant actually is also at a little bit of risk. Okay, I'm going to stand as bait right there. I'm high cover against you, and I'm blocking for Accountant, and I have Aegis. I think I'm actually... And I'm going to get cover bonus by ending my turn here. I think we'll be okay. Okay, they were different turns. I wasn't right about that. You should be out of AP here. Yep. Okay, I rolled well on initiative for this one. I should try to claim this kill. I don't want to risk Anarchist not having the sauce. Okay, the crit means downer pops. The shred makes everything really easy. And that's good. You should be relatively safe. That smoke is actually a pretty big deal, because it means he has to go a little bit farther to do whatever he wants to do. He has a shot. He missed anyway, but I'm glad I aegis. Let's see. Do I want to keep standing here as bait? I'm pretty confident I do. Only guards who can still act are you, who's free, you, which I want to bait, and you that I also want to bait. Yeah, Roots is going to wait here and be bait still. You are not doing anything. There's no way. Yeah. All right, Anarchist. You're already shredded, so Claws makes sense here, actually. You're not guaranteed to be one hit, but you're likely one hit by Claws, so I'm going to try to make that happen. Oh, yeah. Well, that's definitely getting one hit by Claws. No debate to that anymore. Hit chance here is not great. You count as low cover. I'm melee. I'm going to send that as a bug report. Preview for ranged melee attacks like Crimson Vector can act like enemies have cover. I believe the calculation won't actually be minus 25%, but in this preview here, it says the skip jack has light cover against my war machine. Which again, I'm pretty sure, like, I'll click this and you guys can see the accuracy readout is not going to be 38%. Wait, it actually was. Excuse me? That's silly. Okay. Okay. Let's call it medium progress, actually gameplay impacting. Cool. No. Guards can actually have cover against things like Crimson Vector, despite the dash clearly breaking the cover. I actually only had 38% chance to hit this Crimson Vector attack, which is silly, because where she's standing right now, I have a clear shot and no cover at all. Okay. I thought it was a tooltip bug. It was a gameplay bug. We went from low prio to medium prio because I don't think that should be how that interacts. Low prio was, you know, weird display and tooltip stuff. Medium prio for me is like, hey, there's a gameplay fault. And high would be like, it crashes. I think that is a pretty reasonable way to think about bugs. That mostly makes sense. I'm trying to have you not use all your AP if I can help it. Actually, what I could do... Well, if I was really bold on my chances on initiative... No, I would min roll a 15. I was going to say I could run towards the smoke, use a nano stim kit, and pretend things are going to go well, but... Please shoot at... I don't know who you actually shot at. You shot at... Oh, shoot, you could shoot at her. Holy crap. She has dodged 3 attacks 50% right now. That's actually incredibly lucky. Okay, well, Accountant's going to yield because Roots can use Aegis to just tank this Overwatch shot. And then just fight this dude. Great. Go for it. Wow, she missed anyway. Okay, so Sitho... Okay, yeah, you actually rolled well on initiative, so I'm a little bit afraid here. I may... We get our shred. But the problem is... Unless I have Accountant throw smoke, and honestly it cost me 9k. Yeah, I'm just going to take the strike. I guess what I could try... Like, if I slash slide it into this... Yeah, you have to slash slide past somebody to hit them, so no. What I was considering is like, oh, could I slash slide this way? But no, you can't. You can't hit people behind you. Even though it says things within 3 meters, but whatever. We're going to have Accountant go for this kill. He can only shoot once because he's going to have to go throw another smoke for her. But I think we just take this kill. Okay, we don't take this kill. We managed to low roll on damage really hard. Do you roll above any of these guys? Absolutely none of them. No. Okay, I want to yield and see if Anarchist can clean this up. She probably cannot, but I want to know. Okay, never mind. I can't. I can't yield to know. This looks like a guaranteed hit, although you're going really late, so I don't care too much. Like, I can shoot at you twice, and it's going to be pretty solid. And, like, my min roll initiative is 12, which, I mean, I guess if I roll as badly as possible, you go ahead of me, but Roommate can use initiative tools. Yeah. So I'm going to actually go for this guy instead. Because if I hit them both, which is not a guarantee, but if I do... Like I said, not a guarantee. Okay, wow, you're... Shoot, I don't have smoke. I'm fucking griefing. Roots could die. Roots could die because I'm really stupid. I just forgot to use smoke. I'm just dumb. I'm just actually dumb. Wait, can you really not stand there? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Each is going to end for her. Her initiative roll was hot garbage. At least she has some bonus armor for a few turns, but like it's still not good. Her armor's not high quality. I don't believe this guy can two-hit her is the nice thing. And accounted a remake go before Sitho does, but this was a mistake. This was a mistake. You go early. I can try to dangle Anarchist out as bait. It's not likely to work. Roots rolled below Sitho as well, so... Okay, so the state we're going to be at is... Pitto gets a turn. Remake an account and get to go to clean up these two, and then we react. Mistakes were made. Just gonna put you here in cover, and we'll sort it out later. I'm making stupid mistakes. I don't like that. I could have maybe tried to go here in Eye Laser, but you're already low on health. Actually, this also risks you getting killed by this guy. No. His SMG doesn't do enough damage. Yeah, she's not going to die, but she's going to be down for wounds for a while here. Mistakes were absolutely made. Remake is guaranteed this thing, I think. You're dead every time. I'm going to marker sight to you. Just, you see the guy to be guaranteed dead when Remake goes. But yeah, my Cyber Sword got really beat up here. 63 to hit. Okay. That's a guaranteed kill. Let's take the pistol shot instead. Let's preserve some ammo. Not that it really matters, but you're always dead here. You have no HP. Nice. Team gets a steamroll, sure. And then from there, you can shoot. Initiative rolls a 17. Let's slow you down some, in case we can't get this kill for some reason. If we hit, you die. Okay. That was incredibly ugly. And then the game makes you wait until the turn is over before it ends everything. You can go reload your E-rifle. I made some mistakes here for sure. They run out of steam. Let's go ahead and leave. I definitely made mistakes, and some of my people are down for the count. And yeah, we'll hand off your stuff. You could instead steal them, burn the relationship, and try to hack their locks yourself. That would be the only way to get E-rifles based, well, these E-rifles based on the challenge run conditions of can't use the market. Yeah, she's down for an incredibly long time. I have to pay for their wounds in both cases. We get some solid XP at least, which is nice. XP is always a good thing, but yeah, mistakes were made. Mistakes were absolutely made. We've got to hire our Scourge at some point. I don't know if I have enough people to even run this mission right now. I could... Ugh, I don't want to run the hacker and that. That sounds terrible. I guess that we are... Well, we're going to get you back really soon. Getting you back means you can run the mission. I'm going to have you leave the trainer. You're going to finish your detox. I will pay for expedited healing on you because you're down for so long. And it still only costs 7k, and it's going to cut, 6 days off this. That's worth it to me. Let's go for the cheaper option. It's also faster. I mean, pretty clearly, your medical treatment is just simply better. Then you have the fast splice there, which is twice the expensive, but, also good. Either way, going to pay for that. I'll let you wait your 2 days. Hayes gets to level 10 and gets +2. I could go cooldown, or I could go more charges of field coordination. I could go here and grab just both of these, which also seems like kind of a good idea. There's also where I increase Co-Conspire. Like, all those are pretty valuable. Either way, level 13 is this. So it's going to be level 12 for the point, level 13 for here. And then I start taking all the boosts that I can. inject blueprints is cute. The extra programs aren't super important to me, but inject set files plus cooldown. This thing is whatever, but I get cooldown again. And then extra token often is going to be worth it. And again, the blueprints can matter. I can get armors and whatever. But that's going to be, again, level 13 and then plus. So what I want right now is... like, the fact that I'm getting a +2 right now means then, yeah, I can spend 11 right here, and then 12 there. Otherwise, I'm grabbing, like... I mean, honestly, minus cooldown is better than plus charge, though, like, just straight up. Because going from 20 cooldown to 10 cooldown means literally twice as often I can use field coordination, which also generates a token. This is just get one more token once. This is get one more token every 10 days forever, which is clearly superior. I forget how good this stuff is. I actually just don't know. I'm tempted to instead, like... yeah, I don't know what I would get. I mean, I could grab Karen... I could grab Handpick +1 level, but there's only so many mercs coming in the near future. I'm pretty tempted to just grab both of these, and then, like, it'll be a while. Or I just never grab the +2, the plus charge. I'm just gonna do this. I think this is fine. I think it's fine. Okay. So I think that's okay. Okay, remind me next time I see mission XP. I feel like I'm not seeing 10% more XP on some of my missions. Right? Because it should be a clean 10%, right? It should be, like, very, very obvious what the number is. And I feel like if you go back and look at what we got off the last mission, it was like, oh yeah, you gained like 140 XP for the mission, and then it was like +7 from handling. So I'm not sure what's causing that, but I could have sworn that's what I saw. Like, I'm only getting the 7 from this, but like when I was running proc gens earlier, that wasn't the case. So I'm unsure. Maybe there's like some weird math behind the surface that's happening. I couldn't say for certain. Either way, thing I want to bring up is next mission. It's going to be Cyber Knight, Soldier, probably New Scourge. No, probably not New Scourge. It's going to be EX and Wire Ghost. It's going to be this as the team for the next mission, I think. We have a bit of time as well. We've got 4 days. Probably going to do some repairs in between then. So in fact, I'm going to have you leave the trainer. You got some XP. It's good. Good job to you. Again, this mission is due in 4 days, 18. So how long is the deck repair going to take? 2 days, 6, and only 9k. Not bad. That's fine. By the way, if I did want to buy the E-rifles, the burner mouths are very expensive, but pretty strong. But yeah, very expensive. Yeah, one-off E-rifle level 1. There you go. He briefly has that. I'm actually curious if he technically has a tag here or not. Yeah, he technically has a one-off E-rifle right now. Okay, that's cute. That's the way they handle it. I think that's totally fine. I'm not offended by, oh man, I see a weird tag for a little bit. Like, I think it's totally completely reasonable way for them to construct this game. It's complex enough as it is, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, if you're offended, I offended you just now. Yeah, we got our level 3 street guns a little while ago. None of which I can buy. Wow, you actually can't filter out. Actually, there might not even be a tier for that. He only has weapon mods rank 1, so yeah, there wouldn't be anything to switch there. Anyway, none of that matters. I am trying to play Time Forward just to get repaired, and for me to build any other buildings I might want. 150k is not enough until I run other stuff. Gonna need the money from this. So once you get the cyber deck back, should be able to make some forward progress. You've detoxed, congratulations. I think there's no one else I can 100% stress. That makes sense, actually. As soon as she's done with all her treatment, I can try to send her in the detox, but for now, it's just not going to be the play. Let's go ahead and play Time Forward and get you back. Influence Break for you. Trading a favor to try to get a power play would be a good idea. Didn't get it. I feel like maybe I don't understand some things. My understanding is once you are PL3, people can get power play. I believe the odds of them getting power play goes up with their actual power level itself, or something like that. The dev said something a couple weeks ago about there is some mechanical advantage to power level on contacts, but it's not surfaced to players, is my understanding. Still, the upgrading this is actually pretty good. But yeah, like, let me double check real quick, right? Like, Dr. Ash. Yeah, it has the, like, flavor text, but nothing mechanical. But yeah, I gotta say, minus medical time sounds pretty good. I believe this can work for surgeries. Let me double check. Let me see if someone random would go for it. Well, it shouldn't be you. If you're gonna get a display link, no, okay, it's not shorter from Dr. Ash. Okay, take it back. It does not affect surgery time. It does make everything cheaper though, so that's still useful. Anyway, actually, real quick, the downtime would be 5 days for that, but this mission is due before then. I do want to start implanting my team with cyberware relatively soon. Honestly, my money's kind of taxed. I regret building counter intel. I think getting these guys up to level 3 and like getting everything up here to level 3 is about right. I do want to get level like 7 or 6 cold storage so I can get 5-piece file sets. But I honestly could see myself, well, no, I really want to do weapon mod crafting. Weapon mod crafting is going to be a lot of power and cost me around 800k. And that's about the power level of getting implants. It's close. But if I hadn't built counter intel, I would definitely be in a better spot. It was a mistake on my part. Either way, I'm gonna go send Hayes. Actually, no, Hayes is at 0 stress. No, she's not. I can go re-detox you some more. Let's get you back. Great, my EX is back. Let's get the cybernetic back. Great. Let's go have Anarchist start fixing up her issues. Minus accuracy, minus initiative. Yep, those are worth treating. Dr. Ash, 4 days and 33k. I'm gonna check something real quick, which is, when are you back? More than 4 days. Great. We can keep having Dr. Ash do all this then. And the nice thing is, right, the price is low and the treatment time is low. It's 4 days. You can take my money. I'm gonna also have you unequip your gear because someone else is gonna want it. Alright, let's go ahead and get the would-be crew ready. I do have field coordination ready. I believe I will be able to generate height booster here, and considering that there's nothing else available, right? I mean, this would be legal leverage here, but yeah, upgrades 9 room leverages, adds unique leverages, and generates room tokens. Yep. And it should generate 2 tokens. I should have 3. Field coordination goes to 3. 2 turns for overlooking advantage. This, I believe, didn't change. This, I don't think this changed either, to be honest. And this is upgraded from cameras. I don't care about leaked loot manifest. It's cute, but I never care about it myself. But height booster for 3 tokens after the recent nerf. It is not combat relevant, right? It does not make me win faster. It does not make me win that mission any harder. And it costs me all my tokens anyway. I think, for me, I count it as legal. Off we go. And yeah, everything that okay, cool. So that's that purchased. The complex cauldron for Kirsa Jam. I think buying the Matrix Snoop is worth it. This mission, this layout, I should say, often has 2 hosts. And I think the ease of running around that is worth it. I'm actually not going to run you. I'm going to run Librarian and Panzer. Let's go sort our gear out here. Highest gear level, and who doesn't need it? Well, you're not going. You're also not going. And then... Actually, I have 2 stacks of blue juice. I didn't need to move that around. Alright, so you... I'm going to drop your... Yeah, I'm going to have... You have blue juice smoke grenade. I think that'll be fine. You are going to go back to a silenced pistol here. Here you go, buddy. Check some things real quick. I'm going to sell these off. I'm going to keep selling every time I see them. I don't ever want to use these guys. The rest of these, though, reasonable enough. I might take biorecyclers, but I think it's okay right now. Yep, you've got what you've got here. That seems fine. Cram shot smoke grenade seems okay. I might... Honestly, I don't like that very much. I'm going to grab first aid kits instead. Cyberknight, let's go reattach your silencer. Double check once again real quick. If I have any spare weapon mods that are good. That's for a sniper. That's a shotgun barrel. Nope, everything's fine. Okay, so you're geared out. You're geared out. I found myself wanting melee combat more than I currently have every time. It is what it is. Let's see. I don't have 2 nano edges, do I? Or do I? I could have sworn I did, actually. But I don't see them, or are they stacked up as 2? Oh, yeah, they're just... I have 2 nano edges. Okay, cool. So, nano edge plus... shotgun? Sure. And then for you, let's go E-rifle plus nano edge. That seems fine. I'm going to give you the initiative one. I'm going to give you a regular armor. This is going to be the crew. We've got height booster for bonus XP, which sounds pretty good. Our primary weapons are all loud. We've got a better silence pistol. We've got a basic silence pistol. And after the mission is done, we'll hire this guy on. Otherwise, he would take a cut. He would take a 3% pay rate from the mission, which I don't want to give him. I do actually want to move 1 turn forward here so we can get the heat to decay some more. Get this down to like the very tail end of the convo. Canon intel's capped out. I guess I'll burn a token because I can. Doesn't do anything else. Wait till the mission's done to burn the second token, to be honest. Let's see. Next breakpoint is going to be a while, I think, until that's going to matter for you. Sorry, for this to matter, because my matrix power level is 1 lower than my meat space power level. I do want to get as much time for it as I can to put my hacker into the trainer. I've got an assassination mission here as well. It's kind of fun. I've already hit the breakpoint for this being power level 9, so no rush here. I could probably talk to him and tell him I'm not interested, but actually leaving him here means he's busy and can't offer any missions, which means other people could offer missions instead. I'm not sure I care about that or not. Let me check something real quick, which is, what's his trust level? Origami Joe, what is your trust level? Pretty high. You pay me a lot. Okay, I'm going to try to talk to you and say I don't want these. I could buy them. No, thank you. We can't use the market. Okay, he's pulled the offer. He's lost the thing. Now he's going to be eligible for missions once again. That was the intent of all that. I'll grab this mission whenever. I'm not in a rush to do so. But yeah, I still want to run... because this trip takes 8 days. If I delay just a little bit here, I've got a good chance that I can get another mission offered before this trip is done. Also want to check one more thing, which is hype levels to know... Yeah, so you're at hype 70, and that means I would actually want a break between running this mission for the Cyber Knight and then running a different mission, so that she can get a hype limit break popped, so I don't waste hype afterwards. So I'm going to play some time forward here. I guess this can finish no matter what, and it's always going to be fine. Right, this will be done before this convo goes in. Influence break for you. Puppet Master is sadly down for 6 more days. I don't want to trade away my Wire Ghost favors, or I guess they're called net rates now, so we'll just take detail oriented. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm really far from buying higher level cyber decks, so who cares? This should pop. There we go. That's fine. Trainer has a new token available. Okay, next episode, we're going to run the Complex Cauldron and try to rescue a prisoner from the D Cartel. We're trying to get a red key. We can hack the door open, figure it out. Sec level 4 is going to be kind of tough. Giving her some influence is fine. Anyway, I will see you next time for the Complex Cauldron. See you there. Bye-bye.